Ah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner and welcome to your latest Chelsea news. This weekend fixture, man, this fixture against Leicester, which I've been already saying that this is a must win, and this is a win that we it's expected. As I've said it all throughout for the past few videos, with all due respect to Leicester, we should be far superior to them. We should be, wherever it is, whether it's in Stamford Bridge, whether it's at Leicester, we should be beating them every day of the week. But this fixture is starting to become a little bit tricky. The timing is very tricky as well. 12:30 kickoff on a Saturday afternoon. Generally, you get all sorts of nonsense happen during that time. I remember a couple of international breaks ago where we played Bournemouth, and that was a very, very tight affair. Thank you to Christopher Nkunku helping us get over the line on that particular match. Then I think we had Liverpool in the last international break, which we didn't win. And this one against Leicester, ladies and gentlemen, this is the latest. Enzo Maresca faces a midfield conundrum for the Saturday 12:30 kickoff against Leicester. Romeo Lavia missed both Belgian games after complaining of his hamstring, whilst Enzo and Caicedo won't be back until Thursday at the earliest, with Chelsea insiders saying player welfare is their number one priority. Look, this is true. Now, whether this happens or not, we shall see. I mean, can you imagine, ladies and gentlemen, no Romeo Lavia already, but most likely no Romeo Lavia because he's missed out on 2 games for Belgium because of a hamstring issue. We probably don't want to risk that, knowing Romeo Lavia's injury record. So we have to be cautious. The natural selection was always going to be Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez, even though I have a little bit of doubt about Enzo Fernandez playing a little bit further up. Yeah, I know recent times he's been coming off the bench and playing a little bit deeper, but that dynamics, I'm not really sure whether it works all the time. But I thought, okay, no Romeo Lavia, fair enough. Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo is probably going to be the natural selection, but these 2 players won't be back until Thursday. Matches on the Saturday. So it doesn't really give us too much time. It doesn't give these players too much time to just get back into the things again, the time difference. And both of these players, Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo, they've got some important games coming up. I believe it's tomorrow, UK evening. They've got a couple of important games, qualification games in South America. So you best believe both of these players are going to be involved in certain manner for their national team. And yeah, player welfare, it's a thing. This is how we are managing players not to get injured. You don't want to have Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo who are going to arrive potentially on Thursday and then literally just 2 training sessions. I don't even know whether they're going to participate on the Thursday one. They might be a bit too jet lagged, a bit too tired from all the travel and literally playing not that long ago. So Friday, most likely they're going to have a session. And then Saturday midday kickoff, like it's immediate. If it was Sunday, maybe these players could have recovered a little bit more. So it really puts us in a tight situation. No Romeo Lavia. I highly doubt it's going to be no Caicedo or Fernandez, Enzo Fernandez. But if there's no Caicedo and no Enzo Fernandez, what then? Like, how are we shaping up in this match? I mean, I'm starting to think we're going to have to potentially introduce Renato Viga in the middle. We might have to call upon Keenan Dewsbury Hall and Cesare Cassidy in the middle. Both Keenan Dewsbury Hall and Cesare Cassidy, they've had experience playing for Leicester, so they probably wouldn't mind playing that game and stick one against their former employers. Obviously, Maresca Derby as well, Maresca's former employer as well. Look, it's starting to feel a little bit smelly, to be honest. This fixture is not. I'm confident that we should get the win. I am confident with the caliber of players that we have, but it's starting to become a little bit of a nuisance. I mean, if we by chance get into a situation where there's no Caicedo, and Enzo Fernandez, along with Romeo Lavia. Ooh, how do we create that balance? How do we have that balance between defense, midfield, attack? That is going to be an interesting situation. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. I'm a little bit concerned. I do feel that is too much of a risk not to have Enzo Fernandez or Caicedo in the game. I think one of them might be in the bench and the other might have to start, and then we might swap things over. Not having both of them start, and I get it, player welfare. I understand it. They're not machines. Do you know what I mean? Like all the way to, I'm pretty sure the flight from South America to Europe is quite far as well. So all the way from South America back to England, literally a day of training session, and then boom, match day, early match day as well. It goes back to the conversation of we need to really look into this midfield come next summer. I don't know how much we can do during January, but players like Andre Santos, players like Ugochukwu, who's in Southampton. In the summer, we do need to look at what's the best setup in midfield, and we need to have some level of depth because these international breaks, they're not going away. They're going to be here, and these players will participate. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. Are you concerned? Even if some of these players do end up playing, at what level are they going to play? Is there going to be some level of fatigue? All of these are a bit of a concern. And as I said, this is a fixture that we must win. There's no two ways about it. Let me know your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section. Sancho returns. He's back into training. Good to see him. I expect him to feature. I do. I don't know whether he's going to start, but I definitely expect him to feature. In that half space, if we do at times want to introduce 2 10s, you know what I mean? If we want to play with 2 10s, then Jadon Sancho is definitely one of those contenders to play in those half spaces. If not, Sancho could play on the left. Pedro Neto could play on the right. Pedro Neto is not participating for Portugal today. By the way, João Felix scored just a moment ago. Pedro Neto could be on the right. He's returned back early, which is fantastic because Portugal's already qualified for the Nations League quarterfinal stage. And then, Sancho could be on the left, Pedro Neto on the right, and then that could be something. We shall see. But good to see Jadon Sancho back. I hope he stays fit. He needs to participate and give us another threat going forward. At the moment, Cole Palmer is getting shunned out of matches by opposition. And then we don't seem to have too much response, too much answers after that. We need Jadon Sancho to become another threat where the opposition don't just simply focus on Cole Palmer, but they have to focus on Jadon Sancho as well, which should then open up a bit more space for others in the likes of Pedro Neto and Nicholas Jackson. So I need this brother to, once stay fit, 2, keep working hard. Keep working hard. It was a great debut. He started off with a bang, 3 assists. One of them, West Ham, was not much of an assist, but still clocked as an assist. Need him to perform. Need him to badly perform, which is very important for Chelsea Football Club. And it's good to see him back in training. A few other names that are back in training, ladies and gentlemen. Cole Palmer, Jadon Sancho. We've already mentioned Levi Colwill. So Cole Palmer and Levi Colwill back. I believe there's some pictures of Wesley Fofana training as well. So good to see core of the team all training, and no hanky-panky. All of these players will need to be at their topmost level when we meet Leicester midday on Saturday. As I said, always a tricky fixture away from home as well, so it's not going to be easy, but I still expect us to win. Once again, good to see Cole Palmer, Levi Colwill both training, and Wesley Fofana as well. We need it. We need to work hard, and we need to have a good solution for Leicester. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about everything we spoke about. These are some of the latest stuff that's been floating around. My biggest concern is that midfield. Let me know your thoughts. How would you set up this midfield if, by chance, Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez do miss that match or come off the bench because this game is a bit too early for them, considering they're participating in South America during this international break. Let me know your thoughts. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time, see ya.